Oh, you don't like introducing Jim?
Oh,
Nah, I'm fucking with you. Welcome to another episode of Problematic the Podcast. We back. Got some new scenery in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like it?
I love it. I love it.
That's what's up.
It's dope.
Y'all can't see the door. My man, he definitely helped paint the door.
Yeah. I was painting doors.
And some of the hallway. A little bit of the carpet.
I didn't do that.
That's what's up, though. Yeah, man. Well, everything ain't what's up. Niggas in prison, celebrities are having terrible, terrible, terrible times.
Yeah, this is a bad time to be a black celebrity, male-wise.
I don't know, man. I seen a lot of talk on the internet today. Like, if you feel bad for the males, people gotta step away from you.
I didn't say I felt bad.
Okay.
It's a bad time to be.
It's just a bad time to be one. I think it was. Some of them niggas might have some evil with them. You know what I mean? Is it the money?
Yeah. It's the money.
Rich people problems?
Maybe. I seen a lot of people blaming Jay-Z.
Why? Why is it Jay-Z's fault?
I don't know.
Jay-Z been married and on the sidelines and chilling for the longest time. And when his allegations came up, he spanked them.
He spanked them. But they be like, everything that happens, somehow Jay-Z's involved.
Yeah, I'm not going for that with any of this time. The people involved in these crimes, I hate to say it, but they kind of brought it on themselves. You think Cassie's innocent?
No.
Did you ever at one time think she was innocent?
No.
So you thought she, even after you seen the tape?
I mean, I think she's a victim, but I don't think it's what she is making it seem as bad. I think that at some point you realize, all right, this is where I'm at, and I'm comfortable being here.
Okay.
Like, I know people are saying, oh, sometimes you can't leave. Like, shit, I guess this nigga blew up this Kid Cudi's car.
Which is crazy.
Because what do you do to a nigga that got car bombs?
What kind of pussy do you got to have a nigga
requesting
a car bomb?
Nigga, it wasn't the pussy that was doing it.
It wasn't the pussy. Oh, that's right, because he wasn't even really.
He wasn't. He was
jacking off in the corner.
Then
he was having. I don't know what's up with him.
They said he was rubbing the cum on his nipple. That's what I'm saying. Some of this shit doesn't sound normal. So at some point you could have been like, listen, like, I'm telling people this.
As the dude that they hired, would you have been in his position?
Nah, ever? I don't think I could do that.
Never?
Nah.
He said that
I don't think I could do it because I don't think that I would not be able to tell people I was fucking Cassie.
He did say that that's the most beautiful woman he ever met.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he was in love.
Right.
He was in love.
He was getting a check though.
Yeah, but how much is that check to, like?
They were doing some freaky ass shit, so they had to make this man their friend. He couldn't just be no regular employee.
Nah, he was blind about a pussy. That's exactly what it was. He was hitting and he fell in love, so he wasn't gonna say nothing. But there's a level of superstar that as a man, if you're smacking that, you gotta tell somebody.
Right.
Like, I'm telling my friends if I hit Cardi, NDA or not, I'm telling yo, guess
somebody's gonna know.
Yeah, I'm telling niggas B.
I'm gonna tell my little brother he'll hold it down.
Yeah, I'm telling niggas that might not even hold it down. Like,
you're getting sued. Nigga.
I get sued. That
this nigga violating the NDA right off the rip.
I'm like, they just made that up.
Don't trust Eric with the pussy. He's telling. That's crazy.
Y'all not super. Unless you famous, then don't trust me.
Oh, okay. Only on famous bitches. Yeah. Isn't that the goal here with this podcast? We trying to fuck famous bitches. You just telling them right off the rip. No.
I don't know what this we is.
This nigga fuck the we out of the famous pussy loop. Already. Eric killed it. Killed it. No famous pussy for us. It's over.
Nah, some of them be trying to brag. I want to know.
Famous pussy ain't even worth it for real. It'll get you stabbed.
Like
in prison.
If I could just get Glorilla and Lotto in a 3-way, I won't tell that.
That's a good joint. And it's Friday night. Glorilla's man ain't home.
That's what I'm saying.
I was trying to segue into fucking female rappers getting niggas stabbed in prison, but I don't think that she really had anything to do with that.
They were saying that Jay-Z has something to do with that.
Of course.
Jay-Z, everything. He got a hand in everything. He's a criminal mastermind, apparently. That nigga, who is like a mastermind villain that's always just behind some shit?
The Joker.
Nah, the Joker be causing mayhem. He be doing. I'm talking about like somebody that's behind the scenes, like
Kingpin.
Yeah, like you got him like he's fucking Kingpin, like everything that happens. Oh, Jay-Z did this.
Rock Nation.
Yeah, Rock Nation. Yo, they making it seem
out on you, nigga.
They making it seem like Rock Nation is the goddamn American cartel out here.
So they put money on that man's books that stabbed him up and all that.
And people were donating money to him. And this guy's a pedophile.
Wow.
And he shot his 13-year-old girlfriend in the face with a shotgun. Yeah.
I didn't read all of that.
I seen it on Twitter today.
That's why I got you.
Yeah, I seen it on Twitter today. I was shocked. I said, all right. Listen, I get.
And that's who y'all was sending money to.
I get not liking somebody. I 100% get it. But we have to draw the line somewhere where we're sending money to somebody.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't care if you don't like Tory at all, but you gonna send money to a pedophile because he stabbed a nigga in prison?
We gonna segue back to that.
That's real shit.
But yeah,
that's crazy.
He didn't get a lot of money. It's not a lot. It was like maybe $2,500. But $2,500 to a nigga in jail is a lot of money.
Yeah, $2,500 to a nigga in jail is gonna last a little bit of time.
That's a lot of money right there. You saw the lady that called some kids the N-word? And
they sent her
like
money too?
$250,000?
Yes.
You don't like black people that much? Listen, man, you got me fucked up, bro.
Right.
Hey, listen.
There's shit though. I'm ready to go outside and... No, I'm not. I can't even say that. YouTube try flag us. Can't even say it. Nope. But you know, if I do that, send me some money too.
Yeah, because, god damn.
Black folks,
and they sent her like $250,000.
Yeah, she's up. But, dude, I seen some lady trying to get through the guidelines of, what's that? GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't get money for some shit like that. Like, they won't give it to you. It'll just go to GoFundMe. Or everybody will just end up getting their money back. Because they won't support that kind of thing.
She got that money.
She got it?
I know she got that money.
I have to see it.
I don't believe GoFundMe was like, on second thought.
I know. Hey, you never know.
Nah. But speaking of GoFundMe not giving stuff, GoFundMe not giving stuff, the dude that his son got killed by the cop and he killed the sheriff.
Yeah.
They didn't give him no money.
Right.
They was like, whoa, wait a minute. We not doing all
no
that.
Money for him, but money for N-word girl?
N-word mom.
N-word mom. And why did she do that again? She just at the park and called the child the N-word?
Deep down hatred, I guess. I don't even know.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't know much about DDG and Holly Bailey shit to do too much commentating on that.
Oh my, that's all they talk about on Twitter.
I bet. I seen like a lot of comments and shit on Facebook.
People are upset because he wants half, like 50-50 custody. And she was saying that he was abusing her and all this. But they were saying that the kids with the nanny made like a lot of the time. And it's like, so you rather have your kid with the nanny rather than when he's working have the kid with his mom half the time. Like you rather have the kid with a babysitter rather than a grandma.
Right, because I imagine that she's the bigger star with more stuff to do.
Yeah.
And he's just, what does he do?
He streams.
Okay.
And he raps.
He makes music occasionally.
Yeah.
Because I've heard like 2 songs from him.
He got a song with
Kanye, and he got one with
The Baby.
Yeah, The Baby.
He got a song called Emotion. That joint,
yeah, the joint, The Baby's all right.
Yeah, that
the joint with Kanye's all right.
I ain't hear that one.
The joint with you got another joint with There's another nigga that streams and makes beats. Black Boy Max.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got a joint. But yeah, that's it.
Chris Brown's in jail.
For what?
Said he hit a producer in the head with a bottle or something like that.
Oh yeah, overseas.
Yeah, Chris Brown wildin'. That motherfucker stay in jail.
And they said that's gonna like, I guess he didn't get bail today, so
They about to fuck his tour up.
they about to fuck his tour up because he won't. And that's even if he gets bail at the next hearing. It could
Yeah.
completely fuck up his tour, or could just fuck up, the first 3 days. 'Cause I don't imagine. Well, the first 2 days, because the first 3 are like overseas too.
I feel like you got to have somebody in your crew that's just like a hit a producer in the head with a bottle guy.
Yeah, hit him, please.
Yeah.
But see, if they know it came from you, you're still going. You're getting locked up.
Nah, I had no idea he was gonna do that.
Right.
He flipped out, and like I'm not even gonna say nothing to him. You gotta give him like the. And he do it. He take the Henny bottle, bing, 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 because that's ridiculous. At some point, maybe therapy, help.
What, for Chris?
Yeah,
You think Chris needs therapy?
I got a tour coming up, and I'm hitting people in the head with a bottle.
It was like last year he hit somebody in the head with a bottle. It was like the last time he was over there, and then I guess he's just been in America since and hasn't been there.
Oh,
Yeah.
and he went back, and it was like, we got your way.
Yeah, he went back and he was like, "Hey, yo, come see about this situation."
Yeah, he might need therapy still.
Who's to say what that nigga did?
You're right. You know what? I'm sorry, Chris. You might not need therapy. I need to hear. What did he do?
Side of the story.
What did he do to get hit in the head with a bottle? Because he might have been there wilding.
See, those are the questions you got to ask when it's niggas. If it's females, you can never ask those questions.
You're right. You're right. When it's a female, you can't ask her. You can't victim blame. But when it's a dude, what did that do? I guarantee he probably was like, you know what? Maybe Rihanna was right.
You think?
I don't know.
Sheesh.
That would have been crazy.
Their fight was crazy too, because Rihanna's pictures after that were ridiculous. But that was a whole grown man she was going up against. Let's not talk about that. So how long ago did Pokemon come out? You was trying to age bait me?
29 years. Red and blue.
Red and blue.
29 years.
29 years.
That's so long.
In America?
Yes. No, I think maybe, yeah. Yeah.
Damn. Ain't no way I'm that fucking old.
Well, Pokemon was already out for a while before it really got popping in America.
Yeah, but how about the video games, though?
Nah, even then, they was out for a while.
For real?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't like hey, this game just came out. Oh, I had to get new craze. Like, I feel like when I was of age to get a Game Boy, Pokemon was already, my friends all had it. They didn't beat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a lot of shit you could have did on Pokemon back then. That was my shit.
Mm-hmm.
With all the little codes and trying to capture a Mewtwo.
Flying, talking to the old dude and flying to the island and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
man, that used to be the Master Ball and the Rare Candy glitch.
Yes.
So I'm not leveling up none of you guys.
Yeah, Pokemon was the shit. You have any other favorite Game Boy games? Classics?
I'm trying to think. It's made it crazy because like that's so long ago. Like to really think about Game Boy games.
What about classics on like another system? Like they have a classic for like every system. The classic PS1 game.
Oh man, my favorite PS1 game. It was probably the first PS game I got. It was like Siphon Filter.
Siphon Filter was the shit.
That was my shit.
I remember that.
That was my shit.
I do remember that.
I remember Dreamcast, like Ready to Rumble, Crazy Taxi.
Oh, for Dreamcast, yeah, and 2K. The first ones.
Yeah. I was a little younger than you, though, so like sports games wasn't my main
I feel that.
focus. Like,
but the only homie who I know had a Dreamcast, because I never had one, he only had 2K, and I remember how much better than NBA Live that was.
I remember I had a Dreamcast. I lived in Georgia, and then my mom and my stepdad split up, and we just packed up. Like she said, grab some clothes, put it in the trash bag, and we out.
Damn.
And I remember I was trying to get my Dreamcast, and it was in his oldest son's room, and he had locked the door before he went to school. And I couldn't get in that motherfucker to get my Dreamcast out.
You had to leave it in Georgia?
I had to leave that motherfucker.
Did you cry the whole way home?
I cried when we was getting stuff in the car. And then...
I knew there was some kind of teary moment.
Yeah, nigga, because...
Did you get another one when you got back here?
Hell no. Dreamcast was like, it was a little old at that time. But I came back, and I didn't have a game system for a little bit. I think I had like a Game Boy, and then the PlayStation 2 dropped. And
nice. I know that nigga came home from school like, what? What happened?
yeah.
He left the game?
Yeah, that nigga ain't giving shit. That nigga did not give a flying fuck.
That's crazy. Classic Nintendo 64 game.
Oh.
Zelda and the Ocarina of Time.
I didn't really play that back in the day. But Blitz.
Okay.
Oh, it was like WCW versus NWO or something like that. Oh, the wrestling games?
When you create your own intro?
Man, them games was different.
Yeah, they were with the blocky ass fighters. Everybody was like that.
I thought graphics could never get no better than that. I was like, this looks just like Goldberg. Boy, was I wrong. I said, God damn.
That is ridiculous. Classic PS2 game.
Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas.
Yeah.
For sure. That was one of the ones. That's when like Madden and NBA Live and all that was like real. I'm starting to play them shits. Them shits is really it. Those
were games you played between Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. I remember Grand Theft Auto 3, I was like, it can't get no better than this. Vice City, I didn't fuck with as much. But when Grand Theft Auto San Andreas dropped, that shit was... There's different moments in your life where you remember... Yo, bro, listen. When Grand Theft Auto San Andreas dropped, I remember I got a progress report, and it was like I didn't do a book report of my class. So my mom bought me the strategy book for San Andreas. And she said, if you want the game, you got to do a book report on the strategy book. I picked that shit up, and that shit was like a phone book.
Yeah.
I put it back on her bed, and I slid it to her, and I said, if I got to do that, you can take the game back. And my stepdad started cracking up. And they gave me the game because they was like, clearly you're not about to do this.
Nice.
And then after that, it was like the PS3, and that was all Call of Duty. Once the PS3 dropped, it was like...
I didn't really play Call of Duty then.
Nah?
Bro, listen, I didn't play Call of Duty till the 5, for real. I played Call of Duty then, I tried it, but I sucked. So I never really got into it.
Nah, Call of Duty
I sucked online, like multiplayer and shit like that. Yeah. I wasn't really good at it. I'm gonna finish the story and things like that.
Nah, because that was before they had Warzone around, so it was only multiplayer. So that shit was lit.
Multiplayer online, I was getting cooked. I was not really feeling that game.
What else?
And then I started playing heavy on my phone, and I got into it around PS5. But yeah, I never was a Call of Duty guy.
I'm trying to think. Oh, Halo.
I never had an Xbox.
I had an Xbox for a little bit.
I never played Halo, not even once. I'm lying. I probably played it at a friend's crib, but...
I'm about to say, my friend, we used to go to his house like every day after school because he had like the attic that had like the internet. He had Xbox Live.
Okay, nigga.
That was the spot to be.
He had the amenities over there.
Yeah. So we used to, my boy Kenny, my dog. But yeah, we used to
shout out Kenny's parents, man, keeping that Wi-Fi on,
for sure,
keeping kids out the streets.
Listen, Kenny's dad was heavy on that World of Warcraft, so they had that. They had good Wi-Fi.
Oh, he was a gamer too.
Like, he was so cool. When we needed music on our iPods or MP3 players or anything, he would download that shit.
Oh, he was one of those.
Yo, what you need?
Shout out to Kenny's dad, man.
The funniest shit
being
ever.
One of those.
He was like, what songs y'all looking for? And this is when Stay Fly was popping. We was like, oh, Stay Fly. He was like, oh, by 36 Mafia.
The 36 Mafia.
We was like, yeah, it's that one. The 36 Mafia. Yeah, it was.
Damn.
It was good times.
That's what's up.
For sure.
Yeah, I just went into the video games thing because I ran out of topics, and that I could do all visual.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I had other topics up like the Pope, but I don't know too much about the Pope's past scandals. They said that he had some sexual shit in his past too.
The new Pope?
Yeah, the new Pope.
Damn, he just walked in the damn door.
Nigga ain't been the Pope for 5 minutes. They trying to give him the boot.
How the Popes
they
pick
said-
their names?
I have no idea.
Cause he said he want what's his name, like Leon the 14th or something like that.
Is that it? Why Leon? And why the 14th? If I'm a new Pope, I gotta be the first something. Like,
Nah,
we ain't never had a Christopher. Yeah, I'm Pope Christopher the first, nigga.
Yeah.
There's something.
I think it gotta be like a biblical. There gotta be like a list of names you could pick from.
I'm gonna whatever name nobody picked yet. I'm going for that. I
Lucifer, that's gonna be the Lucifer one.
Yeah.
They go like, yeah, you gotta pack your bags, dog. We made a mistake.
Why would that be on the list? Though?
It's a trick question. That's one of those. That's how you weed them out. I thought that we was gonna have a black pope this time.
It would have been like the second time or third time we would have had. They was reaching for a black pope, but nope.
No, they not ready for that yet. They said, hold on, whoa, niggas, relax.
They're like, y'all can get a black president, black pope.
What did they even do?
What, the pope?
Yeah.
I have no idea, bro. I couldn't tell you.
I remember like they said something about the pope.
They solve Christian crimes.
He's the detective.
I don't know whether it's a Fed or
that's
something.
what I'm saying. Like I don't know.
I don't know what
they
goes
do.
down at the Vatican. They hold these. Listen, I can't tell you what the Pope does. None of that. I have no idea.
How do you get that job? Like, I wonder, like, what's like all the fly shit you get to do? Like, you just walking up in places and they be like, oh my God, and they start getting on.
Move from Chicago to overseas.
But I'm saying, like,
Where's the Vatican at? Italy?
It's somewhere over there. But like, what do they do? I might have to look that up after this. Like, what do they really be doing?
Well, what does the Pope do? Nigga, you act like you don't got Siri on your phone or something. What does the Pope do? You want to let people? You didn't want to watch people? Want them to see you use your phone?
The head of the Catholic Church?
The head of the Catholic Church.
Is he allowed to have sex?
Is the Pope allowed to have sex? I don't know how to respond to that.
Nah, he ain't fucking. That's crazy.
Nuns aren't allowed to have sex. I don't know if popes are what's the male version of a nun?
Priest?
Nah.
They be
higher than that.
They be having
Like,
sex with whoever they feel like.
Yeah.
Boys.
Priests can be married, right? No.
Yeah.
Can priests be married?
The Holy Father, I guess. Listen, I'm not religious. I don't know none of this.
I don't know this either. And it's crazy. I went to Catholic school.
That's not like day 101.
Huh?
They was like, oh, this is your first year here. You gotta figure out. We gotta lay down a law of what's going on.
Nope. They're required to remain celibate. Priests too.
Priests?
Yep. However, there are exceptions, such as married clergy who convert from other denominations, like Anglicanism. What is that?
Yeah, I don't want to get into a deep dive of religion, but I feel like that would be the way to go then.
Anglicanism?
Nah, just don't be that before you get married. And then after you get married...
Then become a priest?
Yeah.
So you can have your cake and eat it too?
Mm-hmm.
We're out of here. Oh, shite.